Good morning, outdoors family. So, quick programming note. I think what we're going to try to do is do like a weekly update on Wednesdays for the garden, and then on Fridays where we have our longer videos about what we've been doing around the property. So stick with me. So I'm gonna get to this garden update. If you saw previously, we had deer come through and they tore the fence up a little bit. They damaged some of the plants. They even ate a whole collard plant. But I think the fence may be working. Hopefully I'm not speaking too soon, because a few nights later they came through again on the camera. It looked like the same herd, but nothing was touched. So maybe they remembered that little tiff they got into with the fence and have been deterred, at least for now. We have put a few more plants out here, but the other plants that look like they got, beat up a little bit, they actually look like they're getting better. They're healing. We also had to dust some plants because you could see where maybe like the worms were eating up the cabbage. I'm not a huge fan of that. We also put down some ammonium sulfate to help with put some nitrogen back into this ground for some of these plants. Don't mind me, I'm climbing over this fence a little bit. So I did just want to show you where we look. And I think, hold on, I got my cup of coffee. So here we go. These are my cucumber plants. Gotta check on these a little bit. Let's see. I need to get and clean up a little bit around here. I do know, I need to check this out. I do know once they start trying to run a little bit, I'm gonna put them on a trellis so that they can run and have that space. Yeah, we dusted them. And these are my pepper plants. Shoot, look, pepper plants seem to be doing the best out here, to be honest with you. Let's hop over here to the squash. They're actually trying to do something. They look better than they have been looking. So, like I said, we had to dust them and get them a little bit more nutrient down in the ground. But I think they're gonna be all right. And of course we got a little strawberry plant over here. I need to do a little bit more research on this one. Now even our cabbage, they look perked up. We got some morning dew on them. Pretty firm. Probably have to, redust them. Keep them bad boys from trying to eat them all up. But again, the collards that, got a little trampled, even they look better. Probably need to go and tear this one off. Yeah. Let's see. This one might still have a little life in him. He ain't severed, so we'll see. So with this garden thing, I'm working on being consistent. I think I'm doing pretty good. I was raised in the country, but I wasn't exactly a country girl. I got a lot of brothers, so I didn't really have to do yard work unless I wanted to. So when you start having your own, you want to, you know, explore a little bit more and try to do things. I know growing up, my great grandma and my great uncle, they lived on the farm, and everybody in the family worked on the farm. I did not. My uncle, he would give me the opportunity to go to the farmer's market to sell stuff, and let me keep some of the money. So that's really my extent of gardening type. So this is definitely a process, and I'm holding myself accountable this year. So stick around for the journey. What's up, family? It's another day. It's actually really nice today. It's probably like in the 80s. Got a slight breeze. Feels good out here. Did want to just come down here to check on the garden, see what we got going on out here. So let's see. I have the cabbage and what's it, collards up here in the top end, not in the fabric. Let me get in this net and do it without falling. Let's see. Okay. So this is our cabbage, and it appears to be doing okay. It doesn't look like we got any fresh holes or worms. Let me get down. I know they'll hide during the daytime, but I don't really see anything. So that's probably good. Ain't gonna touch that. Oh, that look like it's forming a little bit right there. But we'll give it time. Ooh, my knees. But they're growing. Wait a second. I see something on this one. Oh, it's just a leaf. Thought we had something going on. But yeah, they have that. They still have that dust on them to try to protect them. And of course, we got our collards. Now, they are gonna have to be watered, but we're gonna wait until the sun goes down some, a little bit later in the evening, and just to wet around that soil. It was supposed to rain today. May rain tomorrow, but it's not a guarantee. So I think what we'll do is get the tractor, fill the bucket with water, and just use the what is the thing called? You know what I'm talking about. We'll just dip it in the bucket so we can just water the plants out here. Did also get a dill plant, but I definitely need to water this. This one looks like he's about to stroke out here. Got that, and then a mint. Let's see what a mint is. I think that mint may be faring much better than that dill, and probably just barely faring better. We gotta get some water to these bad boys. Yeah, like I said, we've been expecting the rain to come through, but it has not, so we need to get them some nourishment. My little Savia is blooming. That's pretty. Funny story. Like the day after we planted this first stretch out here, the next morning I got up and my lip was swollen. And only thing that I could think of was either the pollen or one of these flowers. So I'm gonna make sure I don't touch that one. Let's see. So these are my zucchini plants right here, and they look good. They really do. So we dusted them, and what else? And they get a little nitrogen, so it looks like they're actually bouncing back, which I love. Yeah, those look much better. Looks like we got a little action going on down in here. That's good. Even my marigolds look brighter. Three in the center that are struggling, but just overall that looks pretty good. This was a strawberry plant that we bought separately from the previous one. I'm not sure what it's going to do. Like I said, I got to do some more research on these bad boys. Okay, I see it. Not sure if you can see a little bit down up in there. Trying to do something. Yeah, pretty much all of these need to be watered. Here's a pepper plant. The pepper plants seem to be doing the best out of all of them. You can see a little bit going on right there. Right there and there and there. I hope those ants don't. Oh, those are not ants, those are spiders. We'll figure that out. We'll check all that out. Let's see what we got here. This is my squash right here. I said they are doing much better. They're faring much better. Got them a little nitrogen, trying to boost that color back before they actually start doing something. What's that? Oh, just making sure it wasn't a worm. Yeah, I love that pop from that marigold. Love it. Let's see. I don't see any weeds trying to poke through this fabric either where we have the plants. So that's good. Let's look at these cucumber plants. These were probably, this was the first ones I planted, and I probably did the worst job on these. So yeah, they look like they need some water. Definitely that. I don't see any new holes on them, so we shall see. And then I am gonna get up out of this fence. Let's check on the grass. But I truly believe, since the deer made their entrance last time, I think they have really scared themselves. Because we haven't had any issue with them coming over here. I mean, it's still early in garden season, so fingers crossed. But haven't had any issue since then with them. Now this is the area where we planted the grass seeds to fill this section in, and it's still coming along good. It's filling in. It might be the summer before it truly flourishes, but looking good, looking good. But also that just means that's more grass to cut, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So this is a baseball day, so we got to go get ready for that. And if my husband gets here in time, we'll go ahead and water the plants before we leave.
Wish I had an electric pump. I can go down that pump, pouring water. That fresh water now.
Just as I promised, sun has gone down some. Got my bucket of water. Let's see. Do this without wetting myself up. That's a bucket full. Trying not to splash myself and trip over this fence. So I'm just gonna water the soil. Little baby.
A little bit more.
Try not to wet the plant, the leaves, but like I said, I didn't see any worms. When I look out here watering these plants, you know you're in the country, you get all these mosquito bites. I'll tell you the truth. I knew better about coming out here like this. Should have put on me some pants. But got the plants watered. I said hopefully we get some rain soon. It's supposed to rain today, but I doubt it. Potentially tomorrow, but who knows. So the garden seems to be faring pretty decently. Still a long season ahead. I hope that you stay tuned for more content on this journey. Hopefully more successes and failures. Please like, comment, and subscribe to follow along with our journey. Outdoors with the McCalls. Have a great evening.